Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bike Time. My name is Terry Toot. Today's show we call Are You Tabbed? Sounds like an old 70s commercial. So today we're going to talk about some of the top tablets on the market today. Some of them you might have heard of, some of you haven't. So I just compiled a list of some of the tablets out there and some of the specs on them. We'll get into all that and tell you, do you need this? Do you need that? I'm not trying to direct you what you need, but you know, just give you the guidance. Okay. What else we got going on the docket? Also, last night, the women played last night in NCAA basketball, and first game was South Carolina versus Texas. It was a close game beginning, but South Carolina took it home after that. And then the second game, Connecticut just drubbed all over UCLA. So we'll get into all that. The men played tonight. We'll talk about that also. Anything else you can think of, come on back. Let's have a great show. Live your funk. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Once again, my name is Terry Toot, and today's show will be called, my show is called Bite Time, and today's title of the show will be called Are You Tabbed? We're going to talk about the tablets on the market, and I picked out a few that I thought that might be worth talking about, and I want to say thank you, Comfort Arthur, for coming on. Appreciate you. And I just want to say thank you again. So yeah, we're going to talk about some of the top uh, tablets on the market, and we'll get into a few other things. And before we get started, um, last night I watched the women Final Four basketball game last night between Texas and South Carolina, and Texas was fighting them in the beginning, but the South Carolina team is really really good. So they came out and won that game. That game scoring that game was 74-57. Then the second game was ugly, ladies and gentlemen. I watched the whole thing, but it was just ugly. Connecticut got busy on UCLA 85-51. It really was it was worse than that, ladies and gentlemen. It was a Connecticut. I knew they were going to win, but I didn't expect them to blow them out like that. So, and yeah, that was good. So it sets up for Sunday's game for the NCAA Women's Championship game. So we have University of South Carolina, who's won it 3 times, Connecticut, who's won it 14 times. Connecticut's got a very good team. I'm going to go with Connecticut. The men play tonight. So in the first game, that will be Duke versus Houston. And then the second game is Auburn versus Florida. They're both playing the same conference. And Florida has won 2 out of 3 games against them. So that'll be interesting games. Tonight's games will be good. But before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to be the author of doom and gloom, but as you know, that the tariffs have been assessed to multiple countries where we get some of our semiconductors, printers, anything that's electronic, and it's been assessed. So what I was reading over the last few days is some of the companies, some of the retailers here in the United States bulked up a lot of this, a lot of your video games, your peripherals, PCs, tablets, and everything. So if I were you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the market of getting anything new, I would do that within the next couple weeks because those prices are going to go up dramatically. So it's unfortunate that we have something going on like this, but I'm just going to read you a little something. PC builders and tech industry are reeling from the reciprocal tariff announcement. Um, the tariff's been imposed on Taiwan, Vietnam, India, Malaysia, and Cambodia. They all manufacture PC components for video game consoles and phones. So just a heads up, and definitely take and please, ladies and gentlemen, get those if you're in the need of a tablet, laptop, desktop, new game. I would get that within the next couple of weeks. Seriously. I'm not trying to preach to you, but if I were you, I would definitely go out there and get something that you really, really need. All right, because the prices are going to go up. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this now. I'm tired of being doom and gloom, and so put this in. Thank you for coming on, Comfort Author. I appreciate it. If you will, if you want to chime in anytime, you're more than welcome. So, like I said, we're going to talk about tablets, and majority of people have tablets nowadays. If you can't afford a laptop, what's the next best thing is a tablet. And you're probably saying, well, some of you out there listening saying, what is a tablet? If you don't know what it is, a tablet can be many things. Okay, it's basically a walk around portable touchscreen computer. Okay, bigger than a smartphone, and you can do browsing on it, listen to music, watch movies, or you can do work on it because you can attach a keyboard to it. Okay. You're not going to have as many ports, let's say your traditional laptop or your desktop. You're limited in the amount of ports you're going to use, but you do have some um, USB ports on there, USB C ports on there. It has Bluetooth, so you have basically the same thing as your laptop, but it's made for portability, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and we'll get into all that. So, as you know, Apple has always been the forefront of making these tablets or portable computers. Okay, and they seem like they all had the lead in this market. Yeah, everybody else has got something. We'll get into all that, but like I said, the tablet, it's smaller than your laptop. Like when I travel, when I go on Amtrak, yes, I do bring my tablet. I don't bring my laptop at all because it's so easy. Put in your bag, a little small bag, drop it in there. It's got a stand on it. Pop that open, and you just connect to the Wi-Fi on Amtrak, and you listen to your music. Okay, if we want to watch a movie that you already stored on there, you could do that. As long as you have some kind of connection. And Amtrak has really improved the Wi-Fi connections. It really, really has. So I'm very, very impressed with that. But and then so let's get into the list I have. So for Apple iPad, this is a 10th generation. This one particular one is Apple iPad 10th generation. It's rated 4 out of 5 stars. Price on it is $279, and you can find that at Best Buy. What we're going to talk about some of the pros and cons that are on here. It has that iPad design. Okay, you got that. It comes with a USB C port on there. The camera is very good speakers and fast performance. Um, the pros that it has on here um, has no traditional ID button, no Face ID, and these are the cons. And we have another user on called Milo. Milo, thank you for coming on. Man, let's type this in real quick. I love people that come on. I appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the specs on this Apple iPad 10th generation. Um, like I said, it comes with the OS of iPad OS 16. It's not that big of a dimension wise. 9.79 inches by 7. So basically, it's not that big. You're not gonna carry on a bulky type of device with you all the time. Only like I said, it's not bulky. 1.1 pounds. Hell, you probably carry that much in your wallet. You know what I mean? Screen size 10.9 inches. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. You can't go wrong with that. Screen resolution, really, really, really important, especially if you're watching a lot of good movies 2360 by 1640. That's better than some TVs, ladies and gentlemen. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. The CPU is running the Apple A14 Bionic processor. Um, the maximum storage on these is 64 gigs. Okay. Battery life can run almost 6 hours. So 5 hours and 59 minutes. This is an entry level iPad. There's nothing fancy to it at all, ladies and gentlemen. You can do multitasking on here, and it's come with the latest iOS from Apple, and it works with a lot of accessories. And it's perfect for everyone, so you can't go wrong. Even little grandbabies can play with this. Okay. Hold on, I can't spell today. I'm sorry, Milo. All right, sorry about that, Milo. I'm short in my English. Okay, so the next device we're going to talk about, I own one of these. Not this particular model, but I do own it. The Amazon Fire HD 10 inch. Now, this is the newest model. I have an older model, okay? Now, I had one prior to this about 4 years ago. It had the worst, let me tell you, the worst battery life I've ever seen on a tablet, okay? It was horrible. I mean, I was so mad. I said, damn it, I'm not buying another Amazon Fire HD tablet. So I said to myself, self, don't be mad at Jeff Bezos, okay? Do what you got to do. You already read the specs, buy another one and check it out. And if that doesn't work, the hell with it, you go with the Apple. So I bought one. And ladies and gentlemen, there's no disappointment here. They must have heard other people complaining about the battery life on there. Now, the HD, beautiful, okay? But the battery life sucked. But the newest one I have right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about 2, 3 years old. And on battery life, fantastic now. They have made a lot of improvements on the Amazon tablets. In this particular model right here, I'm talking about here is the newest model, so I don't have it, but you can't go wrong. What they're saying here has a vibrant HD, and it really is, ladies and gentlemen. And it has octa-core processor in there, so you got 3 gigabytes of RAM, and you can go up to 32 gigs on here. And, and the price on this particular one is $139.99, and it's rated 4.5 stars. We'll go to pros and cons on it. Good build quality, yes, it is. Display decent. Just review it, told the damn lie. It's really good. The Alexa Echo Show mode, I don't use it, but it's on here. It says it has limited app selection. I don't believe that because on my particular one, I can get to all the apps. And it says it's Amazon focused content. True, it is because it's an Amazon tablet, people. All right, it is. It's going to be focused. You're not going to focus on Apple stuff. You know what I mean? Because you got between Apple and Android, it's not compatibility involved. But to me, like I said, when I take my trips back up the north to New York area, and I sit in my train and I just love it. The graphics on here are the high definition is extremely good. I'm watching music videos and they are coming out so crisp and clear. And if you have like a little child or a little nephew or niece, I wouldn't buy the $140 one. Get the $100 one. It works really good. So this is really, really, really good. I would recommend that highly, very much. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about the best mid-range Android tablet. All right. I have you probably say, why? This guy's got more gadgets than the gadget man. I have the older version of the Galaxy Tab, and this is the S9. I think mine is an S5. It's pretty old, but this particular one is rated out 4.0 stars out of 5, but the price on it is $419. Let's put some music in here, ladies and gentlemen, just to keep it flow going. So pros and cons again. good performance, long battery life. They really do. High quality. The screens are excellent. The touch screen is excellent, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you cannot go wrong. But very good, very very good on that. Um, this particular model, it comes with a pen stylus because Microsoft, they have them too, but they're very expensive. The cons, what they're saying about the tablet, this particular one, stutters. I don't know what the hell that means. And finicky fingerprint sensor. I have not this particular model. I don't have that problem. Only problem I have is when the grandbaby plays with it, I gotta wipe all the stuff that's on it. But other than that, it's a fantastic tablet. But what else we got here? It also has the operating system's running Android 13. The size is not that big, 11.24 inches by 7.30 inches. The weight is 1.4 pounds, and you can't go wrong, ladies and gentlemen. The processors is Samsung Exynos 1380. I don't know what the hell that means, but it is. It has a storage capacity of 128 gigabytes, which is great. The battery life on these particular tablets are fantastic. 7 hours and 23 minutes. You cannot go wrong. Cannot go wrong. Excellent. 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 I would tell you in a heartbeat. Yes. They're very good. Very good. And if I had this extra money, I'll go back out and buy another one, but I'm not going to. This one's good for if you're hanging out in the backyard, you're in the park anywhere, or just chilling. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Cannot go wrong. All right. The next tablet we're going to talk about is also the iPad Air. This one's good for your content creators. Like, I'm considered a content creator, but I'm really not. I'm just out here preaching. And in this particular model, iPad Air will run you $633.02. And this is rated 4 out of 5 stars. And you can get that at Amazon. Excuse me. Yeah, Amazon. It's running the Apple iPad OS 17. Very small, 9 inches by 7 inches. This is barely over a pound. Okay. 11-inch screen on here. The resolution on here, 2360 by 1640. Ladies and gentlemen, that is so lifelike. It's unbelievable how they can take some of your TVs don't even have DPI like this. Do you believe that? Some of your TVs don't even have anything like that. Unbelievable. It's running the CPU on here. The processor is a Apple M2, so that's their own particular processor they have in here. Storage capacity to the max is 128 gigabytes. 10 hours of battery life. Can't go wrong. This particular model is really for that personal professional person is always on. Like I said, content creator. It's definitely got a lot of power. So if you're on the train or on the subway or a commuter train, whatever, and you need to do something real quick, and you got your keyboard, you can start typing away. You have all that power on there. So this is really good. And like I said, this is a professional. This is like content creations. So if you're using a lot of all kind of apps or all kind of stuff that's in there, this is your way to go. Okay, cool. Next one we're going to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is also a Samsung. And excuse me, sorry about that. Okay, the next one we'll talk about here is also a Samsung. Where'd it go? Okay, here it is right here. Oh, sorry about that. I'm going to skip that one. The next one we're going to talk about here is also another iPad. This is the iPad Pro, ladies and gentlemen. The iPad, this is really for your business people that don't want to carry a heavy laptop. This is the iPad for you. This one's the iPad Pro, rated out of 4 out of 5 stars. The price on $919, and this one can be bought at Amazon's website. This is what they're saying here. This Pro is a seriously powerful machine for creators and professionals who need a tablet that works hard. It comes with the M4 processor and an OLED screen. So I have the QLED TV. This is OLED, so the the pixels on here are going to be fantastic, unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable. You'll see on this one. Um, Comes with a Thunderbolt processor. Um, Excellent. You cannot go wrong here. And like I said, 900, almost $1,000, but you're getting something that's worth $1,000. Um, like I said, run circles around the other competition. So you really are getting something that's gonna be unbelievable. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, I think I'm missing something here. See, I thought I was missing something, but think I got everything here. All right. Let's see. We got one more I want to talk about here. And let's see. I got that one. Okay, this is it right here. Okay, so now we're going to go to the Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus. Now, this is more, um, with everything going on around the world today, and if you need to go out and a new, not a new tablet, here's something that's affordable Android tablet. Samsung Galaxy A9 Plus. It's rated 4 out of 5 stars also, and this is at Amazon. Um, Comes with a nice screen, good performance, expandable storage, no fingerprint sensor. What do we got on here? It has running Android 13, and it's not that big, 10 inches by 6 inches, less than a little bit over a pound. The screen resolution 1920 by 1200, your basic TV, color TV in high definition. You're running a Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. Maximum capacity storage 64 gigs. You're running 7 hours of battery life. So that's really, really good. And this one retails for $249, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And what I'm just reading up, ladies and gentlemen, is just some of the tablets that are on the market right now. I picked some of them out and I saw some of the reviewers. I don't review these things, but they were reviewed by these reviewers at the different sites that I got the data from. And like I said, it's nothing. Some of them have features that you definitely need. Some of the features you don't need. So you need to make that decision and saying, "Hey, do I need this?" Okay, for what I'm doing. Like I said, I have the Amazon tablet here at home, and only time I use it is when I'm in bed. I'm listening to music or watching a video, and of course my TV's on, and sometimes there's nothing good on TV, but I gotta go to bed because I go to work in the morning. But sometimes I like to kick back, you know, look at some videos that are on YouTube, or our listen to other podcasts. So that's something to think about, and when you decide to pick a tablet. So it's crazy, but it's true. All right. So I have one more. If anybody Milo or Mr. Comfort Author, if you have any input you'd like to say, we greatly appreciate it. I'm all ears. Or if you have any other tablets that you've ever used before, you're more than welcome to say something. I appreciate it. Okay. So this particular one, ladies and gentlemen, is the Lenovo Tab Plus. It has 11.5-inch screen on it. This one's rated also 4 out of 5 stars. We're gonna do the pros and cons again. Um, Impressive speakers that are on here. Battery life is very good. It has a built-in kickstand. I never said it about the Apples or the Samsungs or the uh, Amazon. Okay, none of them, because I had to buy a case for mine, and it comes with a kickstand. This particular Lenovo tablet has a kickstand built into it. Okay. Also, thing that the review is saying here is that display could be brighter. I don't know. I don't know how much brighter you want it to be. You want the light to blind you? Come on. All right. So some of the specs and configurations on here. You're running Android 14. Dimensions is 6.86 inches by 10. Um, little bit heavier, almost one and a half pounds on here. Screen size 11.5 inches. Screen resolution is fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. 2000 by 1200 pixels. That is like we were talking about the other ones. Okay, this is only $290. The other ones, what are they asking? Almost $1,000. This is Lenovo. Okay, it's a design that's fantastic right here, ladies and gentlemen. It has a built-in speaker, built-in kickstand. Like you don't have to buy it; it's built in to your tablet. And the speakers that are on here, they are 4 JBL speakers on here on a tablet, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, but they have a combined has 22 watts of output on this particular laptop. So you're jamming. You don't need any speakers with this. It's got 22 watts. Okay, unbelievable. And they're running the Dolby Atmos. And you know those are built-in sound bars. Here you got it built into a tablet, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're one of those people on the you need to commute and you have this particular tablet, I know you gotta have some headphones because that thing will wake everybody up. You'll have some mad people in the morning. But yeah, it comes housed into the tablet, 8 speakers, ladies and gentlemen. So this is something that'd be perfect. I mean, this wouldn't be for kids though, because it's a little bit too yeah, it's too much for a child. This is something for like your teenager and up. And but to run JBL speakers, 8 of them in here, that's fantastic. Um Also, they're saying that the camera's not that great. Camera's not that good anyway on tablets. Okay, so that's crazy. So the verdict that they come to a consensus right here that the Lenovo Tab packs surprisingly big sound in a tablet made for your favorite media. A built-in kickstand lets you set the tablet at just the right angle, no matter where you stand. The battery life is excellent, which is true, and okay, and you can't go wrong. And this is rated one of the highest ones, ladies and gentlemen. Um, like I said, that this Lenovo Tab Plus is superior media playback machine, make it a making it a worthy alternative depending on your needs and budget. So basically, this is a under $300. $300. What's going to be over $300? The taxes included. That's going to be a fantastic buy. And like I said, if I didn't need it, I got two tablets. If I got the Samsung downstairs, then I have the Amazon one. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank Comfort Arthur for coming on and Milo for coming on. I really appreciate you, super fan. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I really appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I don't know what you guys got planned for today, but I gotta go to a birthday party and the Final Four game is on. But I just want to say thank you all for coming on, and I just want to say thank you very much. And you didn't have to listen to me, but I appreciate the satisfaction. I really do. I really do. So I just want to say thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me, Comfort Arthur and Milo. And I just want to say thank you. You guys were fantastic. I know you didn't say much, but I appreciate you. You don't know how much it means to me to have you come on. I really appreciate it. And I really do. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the show. This is Tokyo After Dark by Eldorado. I hope you enjoy. Good luck and be well out there. Take care. We'll be back here next week. We'll be back on Sunday, but we'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, take care. Good luck and be well. Make sure you get your electronic devices before those tariffs set in. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourself. Be good.